All right, welcome back to the Fight Talk. Today, I am joined by possibly and in fact the best duo in terms of influencer boxing, Beal and Morgan from Off Script. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good.
Yeah,
How are
very
you?
good.
I'm excited. Long time coming. And today we're going to be talking about the predictions for Misfits 007.
I'll pause you there, my friend. I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know who this Beal is.
Yes.
I don't know who this Beal is, but it's BL, my
BL,
friend.
BL,
BL, the one and only.
the one and only BL. My bad. I'll say it right.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Anyway, so we're going to be talking about the Misfit 7 fight that's going to be happening May 13th. And make sure you guys leave in the comment section below what you guys want to see next from me and also your predictions for the fight as we go along. So I think we'll just start off with the DK Money fight against
Mm.
Baruz. How are you guys seeing that fight going out?
I'm gonna let you start off, my
Start
friend.
off now. DK Money in his last fight. I believe he got absolutely slumped by King Kenny. But yeah, onto the fight. DK Money versus
Beatles.
Biruth. Now, DK Money, although he did get slumped by King Kenny, the way he was throwing his hands, I feel like he knows how to punch. Maybe not how to take a punch, but how to let those hands go. Now, I haven't seen much of Biruth, but if he's like my Spanish brother here, he's got heart of a lion.
Heart of a lion.
So therefore, he'll be able to be in there taking wigs, maybe enjoying the wigs, like this man does. And then we'll get DK Money out of there, maybe in the later rounds.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see it going past it. I don't think so. I think
Oh.
look. Big respect to DK Money for getting in the ring again after getting
Yeah.
slumped. Sack of potatoes. But me personally, I think from the little I have seen from Bidoof, physically, first I'm gonna look at the physical.
Of course.
Physically, he looks like a fighter. He's performed huge stages. He's performed not only doing YouTube boxing, but he's also played football in the Barcelona Camp Nou. That takes serious cojones to be able to do that. So that's two factors I'm already taking in, thinking, okay. But to be fair, he's never fought on Misfits, which is it's a completely different crowd, and it's in the UK, so it could really throw him off. But we saw how the Brazilians brought it.
Ooh.
We saw the samba. We saw all the fans. So maybe we're going to see a little bit of that with Virus. And I just don't. I think it's his night that night, and I think it's a new star born in Misfits.
Well, I mean, since you guys are going for him, I'm gonna choose DK. I think redemption time. I think it's redemption time for DK Money. Suffered a loss against King Kenny, a brutal knockout. I think he wants to redeem himself, and you know what? I've got him winning the fight.
Yeah,
points. That's what I think's gonna happen.
Okay.
Well, we're split here, so the comments down below, you need to choose a side. Are we going with the fight talk or are we going with off script?
Go with the fight talk, obviously. But anyways, on to the next fight. So Papi versus Anthony Taylor. Unfortunately, it is a 3-round fight, but still one of the best
3-round
fights. 3-round Papi, yeah. Still probably one of the best influencer fights we're going to see this year. What do you make of that fight?
I'm beginning this with, to be honest with you, I could last more rounds with Salt Pappy's mother. But
3 rounds. I mean,
I'm shooketh.
Yeah, 3 rounds. It was such a good fight. Like when the fight got announced, I was licking my lips. I think everyone in the YouTube scene was gassed. This is the fight that we wanted to see, other than our boy Alan Alexandre. But yeah, and then when it got announced that it was 3 rounds, I think everyone was like, "What the hell is this?"
I think it's a shame, man. I think also people underestimating Anthony Taylor. I think they're heavily underestimating Anthony Taylor. I think,
and maybe overestimating Salt Pappy as well.
I think so as well, because if you actually look at Anthony Taylor when he fought Ashley Raksu, he is big. He's huge. Man. He's a big guy, and he put on a good performance against King Kenny, who was 2 seconds, dropped him within 2 seconds, and then continued to win that fight. And he's been in there once. I mean, he was in there with Tommy Fury and lasted the rounds. He was in there. He's been in there with Logan Paul.
Idris Virgo too as well. And he never quits. Yeah. That's the thing. He never quits. Even though he got knocked down a few times against Idris, he never backed down and he kept on going. So to sum it all up, do you think Papi wins this fight or do you think he's going to be exposed?
I think personally, I'm going to say he's going to get exposed. I mean, I love Papi. I love what he brings to the community. However, I think, especially because it's 3 rounds, AT's been in there. He's done it so many times against arguably better opposition. So he's just going to know tap, throw a few jabs out, get those point scoring shots, and just win on decision. He doesn't need to go out there and slump him. He can just be the better boxer, which he is.
But I'm gonna argue with you there. They're on Happy Punch, remember? And
Happy Punch.
yeah, they're on Happy Punch.
Yeah, both of them signed by Happy Punch.
They're with Keemstar. I think Happy Punch, their biggest prize fighter right now is Salt Papi. They're not going to put him in the ring with someone.
You're saying there's going to be some devious actions in the background.
I do not think they would put Salt Papi in there with someone he would lose. Yeah. That's why the 3 rounds is there for one as well. I don't think they're going to put that. Although I think Anthony Taylor, if it was longer rounds, would probably win that fight. I think it's going to be safe from both sides. Yeah. I think Anthony Taylor may come out quite aggressively, but Salt Papi's gonna, when he holds, moves.
A stink fest. Is that what you get?
It's not a sting. I mean, it's not a sting fest, but I just do not see them putting their prize fight.
Both of them. It wouldn't be good for either of them to get knocked out.
So that I think Salt Papi wins on decision, and then that's another big money fight. It makes more sense for them financially. Yeah. And then if Salt Papi wins that, then he's got big draws, more money for that. If Anthony Taylor wins, Salt Papi's stock goes down. Anthony Taylor's sort of moves a little bit, but you've seen him lose, so it's not that deep. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense.
For Salt Papi.
I've got Papi. Round 2.
Round 2,
because what I've seen, and I love Anthony Taylor, such a humble guy. But from the footage that I've seen, exclusive footage, Papi is an absolute beast. And when I talk to him next week, I'm gonna see what he's saying for the fight. Interview coming out soon, by the way. So I'm gonna say it now. Papi's gonna surprise a lot of people. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. And if he doesn't, then I'm gonna get absolutely memed right now. But I think Papi, he's got in him to get the victory. But Anthony Taylor is a very, very tough opponent. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor wins as well. But I want Papi to win. From his coach's perspective, I think he will.
I feel like myself and BL, sometimes we talk down on Papi, which is bad from us. It's just because everyone thinks he's so sick.
They've overhyped him. It's like when our pro boxer Marvin. It's like when we said about what was his name, the Brazilian Nunes, Whindersson. Yep. We said, oh yeah, Whindersson's sick. He's so sick. Everyone was saying, and then when he actually watched it, I sort of got it because it was like, he's all right. Yeah, I mean, he's all right. When you compare it to actual professional boxing, it's like, oh, it's okay. He's all right. You know what I mean? So I'm sure, yes, Papi for this scene is great. Sick. It's great. But when it comes to professional boxing, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not this whole, like, people gas it to be this thing. And it's like, no, he's all right. He's good. He knows what he's doing. But is it that? And I think Taylor's going to show
if he has that.
Yeah. And I think
if he does
Happy Punch knows what they're doing.
Hats off to you, sir.
I agree with you guys. I definitely agree with you guys. But the thing is, Ashley Raksu went the rounds with Taylor. And I think Papi beats and destroys Raksu. So, don't you think that on paper, well, maybe not on paper, but don't you think Papi should beat Anthony Taylor anyway? Because if Papi beats Raksu and Raksu's able to go all of the rounds,
I don't think Raksu's an easy fight for Papi at all. Raksu's big, so big, and strong, and he's got good forward pressure. He's got cojones. He can take a punch because he took several punches from Kenny, who knows how to jab and knows how to jab properly.
And he got dropped in that first round against AT.
You know how hard that is to get knocked down that quickly.
Second, and then
come up, and he put a good performance on. He wasn't bad, and he's got a proper background as well. He's got good gym. I think that fight next after that could be better than the slim. Get that slim fight out of my face, man. Slim versus the winner. Shut up, man. I don't want to see that.
All right. So how about we do this? The winner of Papi versus Anthony Taylor. It won't be KSI. They won't be fighting KSI because that fight is out of the water. Yeah. Let's say the winner of that fights Ashley Raksu.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. And then if they want to do a slim fight after, cool.
Yeah, it's a good way to set up King Kenny in the mix.
Oh yeah,
Papi and Kenny, they've been talking, but it's not quite happened yet.
But it all depends on Kingpin as well. It depends on the winner of that.
I can tell you now that for a fact we're not going to see Kenny versus Papi anytime soon.
No, they're building it. I believe they're building it, and I think for me, anyways, with that whole slim agenda, I've got a real agenda now because his stock's gone down. because I saw Jarvis manhandle a better Zanetti.
Yeah.
Because Zanetti had more training now, and he manhandled him. Yeah. So Slim's stock has gone down. He hasn't been knocking man out. If Jarvis is making him quit, and Jarvis is half fucking size. So I don't know, man. His stock's gone down. And I need to see him.
I need to see him slump someone again.
Yeah, I need to see him.
He hasn't slumped someone for a minute.
Yeah, I think Slim. You know what? Screw the Ashley Raksu fight. Let's get Slim versus Papi, or in fact, let's do an event. Papi main eventing a fight against anyone. Undercard, we have Ashley Raksu fighting Slim, and then the winner of the co-main event will fight the winner of that main event. Let's see what happens then.
That makes sense. That's better.
You should be a matchmaker, my friend. Quite from you.
I mean, I might have to do a bit of matchmaking over the summer holidays, if you get what I mean. But we'll keep that announcement later on anyway. But let's move on to Deji versus Swarms. Swarms with a massive weight transformation. You have to give it to him. He's had 2 fights. First fight looked like a clown, and he knew that. 2 weeks of training. Second fight, one punch man, and his weight loss has been amazing. Do you think he has what it takes to beat Deji?
Let's answer this. 3, 2, 1. No. He doesn't.
I respect it.
Yeah,
he's been putting the work.
He has been putting the work.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just obviously this man knows a few behind the scene details when it comes to Deji, and as long as Deji's
I've seen your Instagram posts. I've seen them before.
There, then I think with his corner, I'm sure Swarms. He's got the heart. He's got the commitment. Because look at his body transformation. Yeah. But when it comes to just pure boxing, the trenches.
Trenches. Shout out Daly. Shout out Trenches. Shout out the whole camp. Yeah. Martin Farouk. Shout out everyone. Leon. They are so serious.
So they are so. With the pedigree behind Deji, it would be criminal for him not to win this fight.
Yeah, I think it's quite easy. I feel bad because Swarms has put so much work in.
To be fair, I think Swarms is going to come out and give it his best shot.
He'll try. Yeah, definitely.
But he's going to get slumped confidently. He's going to be there confident. He's going to be like, yeah, come on, man.
He'll land.
And then sleeping. And then he's going to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, then sum up with this question then. Let's say Deji absolutely annihilates Swarms and a cold knockout, not a KSI knockout against Swarms, but an absolute cold one. Do you think if that happens? Not calling out KSI, but do you think if Deji beats Swarms in an absolutely cold knockout, he is better than KSI? Because Deji hear me out. Swarms has had training this time. He's had training this time. And if he gets out and if he gets knocked out cold when he's had training but still loses to KSI and it wasn't even that bad, surely Deji's better than KSI.
Well, I think
hear me out. Are we when we've done some sparring in there, with some honestly, when I said WBC champions have been there sparring with Deji and they say you're better than KSI. Technically, on a technical level, he is better than KSI.
Yeah.
100%. Don't get me. There's not a shadow of a doubt. With some of the things I've been seeing and the natural movement, the natural ability is much better. This man here is better naturally than me at boxing. Would he beat me any day of the week? Not a chance in hell. The same thing with KSI and Deji, I think anyway. This is my opinion. I think it's just that mentality. There's some people that have got a switch in them. And when that switch goes, there's no stopping you. Like JJ, he may not have got a clean knockout against Swarms, but firstly,
Swarms is running.
Yeah, Swarms. No, but it don't even matter about the running. It's when your opposition is so shit, you actually yourself become worse. You become worse, and you don't start boxing properly. And he wasn't boxing properly. And I think that's what we saw with Swarms. Whereas I think with Deji and Swarms is going to be coming out a bit more confidently this time. I think it asked for a bigger knockout. We don't know, though. We don't know.
And when someone comes to fight, the more likely to get hit.
Yeah. So if he walks with a shot, it's completely different. But I just don't think, I would never want to see those two fight. But I just don't think that you would beat JJ. As of I think it's a mentality thing. And especially at that novice level, like we've spoken with Marvin, when it's those novices level, it's all about mentality and who wants to kill you more.
He's got the biggest cojones.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. And what's next with Deji?
What about you, my friend? What do you think?
For me, I mean, I agree with you. I do agree with you. As much as I want to see Swarms win, because believe it or not, I've been listening to Swarms for 3 years, was it? For a while. Before the whole KSI fight.
Before Loose. Oh, no, not Loose. Oh, Houdini.
Oh, you're gonna get caught there. No. Before Houdini, I've been listening to him when he used to sing with Tion Wayne and all that.
Oh,
So
what was your favorite song?
Yeah.
I like Bali.
Ooh, okay. I can't tell you.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
I like
Yeah.
that tune.
Yeah, okay. Bali is a good song. Listen to it, trust me. But
Cut it off.
if Deji to be honest, when Deji beats Swarms, what is next for Deji?
Now, recently, I mean, he has called out Jacob.
Yeah.
Now, I think he needs to take one step back. You know, he
Just
needs
take
to
it back a little minute.
even up his record first. Before,
Yeah, he does.
get a positive record.
Yeah.
Help the situation. I'm thinking, who could he fight? I mean, obviously, there's this Kingpin tournament going on. We spoke to Jarvis, and he said that he's licking his lips at the potential Deji fight.
I think
that's a very good fight.
But I think there needs to be one before.
Yeah,
because that's a big fight. That's a title fight. That's Jarvis versus Deji. That's a super fight.
That's main event.
Main event. Maybe Deji.
I'm trying to think. I think, Alex Wasabi, get that redemption.
No, but I don't think Alex wants it. I don't even think Alex wants it.
He's got one more fight this year. I know that because Wasabi's going to retire. So
yeah,
I think it makes sense.
Wasabi wants it. I just think he's going to run from that. He knows he's going to lose. I think maybe a My Mate Nate, maybe.
No, I'll be honest.
Or I think it's just got to be someone that's better. Again, level it up. You've got to take things bit by bit. You've got to remember these guys are jumping into the ring.
Yeah.
With people they shouldn't be jumping into the ring at this time. If it was a pro boxer, they wouldn't be facing. It's not that they're that good.
Yeah.
But at the time, you need to build Deji's confidence. It's all confidence. I think maybe. I think Zanetti is too mental, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I'd love to see it though. I mean,
I'd like to see it, but I think Zanetti. That's a big fight. That's a big fight.
Zanetti, you know, he's landed.
Yeah.
He's landed.
Oh, definitely. But his gas tank is shit.
Like, got it. Ed Matthews.
Deji versus Ed.
Deji versus Ed Matthews would be a main event.
That'd do numbers.
That, you know what? I'll take that fight. I'd happily see that fight. Yeah.
I think he's still, he's shown against Blueface.
Yeah.
He comes out the first round swanging.
And he's got a hell of heart.
He's got heart.
Is really good.
100%.
Yeah, I think, to be fair,
that's a good fight to make.
Alex Pasabi runs away, then Ed Matthews steps in.
I don't even feel like give Alex Pasabi the time of day because he's just going to drop out.
I would just love to see that fight. I'd love to see him spark him out. He did well against Deji. There's no denying that. I mean, Deji didn't punch, which is, crucial to boxing. But he did well.
Against
and then he ran away from KSI.
Yeah, but then he did his IDubs fight, and I watched that, and I can't lie, Deji would kill him.
Oh, definitely. Like, no disrespect to IDubs, but that fight surprised me. I thought Wasabi should have knocked him out. If he's that good.
It was just even like, I don't know, Wasabi, the way he punches, doesn't look like he's got bad behind those punches. He looks quite, I don't know. Just doesn't really look scary.
But nonetheless, there's huge fights for Deji coming up. No matter who it is.
I mean, he fought Mayweather. He can fight anyone.
He can fight anyone.
Fight Justin Bieber. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I wouldn't mind to see Deji get a challenge at all. Because, to be honest, he fought Fuzi. He beat Fuzi. Now he's fighting Swarms. We have to see another proper challenge. Yeah. And even though he fought
Mayweather, my friend.
Mayweather, but let's be realistic here. It was an exhibition fight. And Mayweather, was just playing around with him. If it was Mayweather actually fighting properly, Deji would lose just like that because it's Mayweather.
Yeah, but still he got in the ring with that man.
100% credit.
I think with Deji, it's all about confidence. It's all about confidence.
And I think he gained a lot of that. He gained a lot of that from that Mayweather.
He's looking like a proper boxer now from the little snippets we've seen.
I just want to see physically. When that man's looking chiseled, that's when I'm like, cool, fight whoever.
If he takes his top off, where they've still got a little
meat in there,
then I mean, like, look to our Marvin today. It's not necessary.
It's not important
going to win you fights, but as KSI says, it shows you're committed.
Yeah,
it shows.
It's what a fight should look like. Even Daly said it himself. That's what a fight should look like.
Yeah.
What's it? That guy that fought Canelo lost.
Oh, Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant looks like a fighter. He looks like a boxer. He lost, but he looks like a boxer.
We saw it with Fuzi. Fuzi's weight transformation, his abs and everything.
Yeah.
He looked like a fighter.
Yeah,
He's definitely got a few juices running through him for sure.
Capri
Suns, each flavored on those. But I think Deji needs to really commit himself.
Yeah,
definitely.
Still stay on the content and still use, because Deji's content is hilarious when he does post. But if he's going to do boxing, you've got to do it so seriously. Yeah, not half doing it. And I don't want to get overconfident and then go back to his bad habits.
Yeah,
definitely. Now, speaking of the other half of the Olatunji family, the other Olatunji brother, KSI versus Joe Fournier, the main event of the night, the fight we've been waiting for months, and it's finally here. We're less than a week away. Guys, what the hell happens here?
What the hell happened?
Actually, you know what? I'm pause you there. I want your thoughts, fight talk. I want your thoughts first.
Exclusive.
And then I'm going to get into the
exclusive. All right.
Okay.
I'm confident when I say this that JJ beats Joe round 4.
Round 4?
I got a round 4. KSI win. TKO.
Yeah.
I think KSI is gonna try to set up for the body, but then thing is, he needs to be a bit less aggressive, because when he gets aggressive, he gets wild, and you're fighting a pro boxer, 9-0 pro boxer, in fact. And if you're gonna get aggressive like that and have wild shots, Joe's gonna obviously know how to counter them and deal with that, because he fought someone like David Haye. So I think KSI, if he has, and he does have the mentality, but if he truly has evolved, he should beat Joe round 4. That's what I think.
That's a strong prediction. I agree with you. He can't be making the same silly mistakes as he. I want silly mistakes. It's for his level. Like, I'll be even more mistakes. But against, say, FaZe Temper, he still got hit with a few clean jabs as he was trying to like bounce in. So against someone like Joe Fournier, that's going to see that hopefully coming a mile off, if he is the pro boxer that he is labelled as. Whether we agree with that or not is another question.
You just got to give me a second.
I'm just
going to personally show this man and you guys a clip, which is going to speak volumes, I think, for me.
Okay.
No, respect to Joe Fournier is one of the coolest people I know.
Yeah.
I know when we interviewed him, he was very cool. Joe Fournier, what was the Jake Paul card?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's watch that together. Let's watch this.
This man. Let's remember, he has a belt.
WBA.
WBA.
Wait.
That's serious.
Wait.
But now got some highlights here.
This match. So the guy he was fighting on the Jake Paul undercard, I think, had 4 weeks training.
Okay.
Good.
We'll send this to you, don't worry.
Now let's watch this together.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh.
Right.
When you talk about jab.
Joe, I'm sorry, but Joe's okay.
Right. So now let's talk about that. I saw an immediate drop of this right hand. Now look. I'm not trying to be a dickhead here. I should be neutral. But
big but.
This was on a Jake Paul undercard. Well, no, Mike Tyson undercard. My bad. I'm hoping he was taking it lightly because his opponent wasn't training or anything. When I'm seeing my man, who was a champion with 9, jump to the body and dropping his right hand. Astaghfirullah.
Yeah.
It's long days, to be honest. If he fought someone like Jake with that, dropping that right hand, Jake's going to hit him with the left, then the right overhand, and he's done.
And hit him with the left, and hit him with the right. It doesn't take someone with a lot of skill. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, obviously he must be good at boxing or whatever, but it's a very good marketing technique. In this fight, like, no disrespect at all. No disrespect. Yes, he's a pro boxer. Yes, he's 9-0. Yes, he had those belts. Nothing I can take away from that.
Yeah.
But, big but. This man
saw your face,
not a Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
Or he's going to get knocked out within 2 rounds, 3 rounds max.
Yeah.
He's going to... I just... The speed I saw there. Why is my man doing fake... Like, allegedly doing fake sparring.
And speeding up his footage as well.
Why is my man doing that? Why is he doing that?
It's all publicity, man.
And I hope he comes up to... I hope he comes to fight.
Yeah, I think 100%. He's going to come to fight.
I hope
he's going to come to fight. He's had fights. Although it was an exhibition against David A. Like he knows how to let his hands go. Now it's just the case. Is he going to have a tight enough guard to deal with JJ's wild barrages of punches? Because let's be honest, JJ is going to get in there. He'll try and be a technically good boxer.
Yeah,
but he's got
to put the power punches
exactly,
in,
and then he'll start letting go of those wigs. And we know JJ's
young,
got a chin as well.
Yeah.
Like he's been hit by hard shots by Logan and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think he's got to be careful with his chin up in the air. Like, I don't know if Joe Fournier carries that power.
But like, what worries me as well is like Joe Fournier obviously said he's not training and like, he's this billionaire, this and that. Look, no doubts about that. No doubts about that. But I did see on the What's Good podcast, this Miniman actually said like Joe Fournier was behind him, and he said, "Oh yeah, like how much he was earning from this fight," and he was really gassed about how much he was earning and the whole situation and everything. Now, if my mum was a billionaire and he was just trying to show his boxing ability, you wouldn't be talking about how much you're earning from this fight.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But I think he's falling.
He could be falling. But on the flip side of that, if he's a man that's got all this money, what is motivating him to do this fight? Does he? If the money's there, he's got clout, he's got clubs, he's got parties, he's got girls. Why risk getting knocked out in front of 10 million youths in London for no reason? Like you can live a good life, relax, chill on the beach.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing though. I mean, he has been doing that, just chilling out in clubs and all that. We're not going to take away anything from his training, but he's just partying all the time. Okay, and that's the thing. If he's not going to take KSI seriously, which I think a lot of pro boxers fail to do, take a fight seriously against a YouTuber, a so-called influencer, they're going to fall into a trap because these guys, they're training at a fast pace. They're trying to evolve as quick as possible. So you're falling into a trap. If you're a professional boxer fighting a so-called YouTuber and you're not taking them seriously, it's going to cause danger to your career. And I think that's what Joe's going to struggle with.
I think, like it's all for JJ to lose, nothing for Joe to lose, which obviously you get that makes Joe a dangerous opponent, but makes JJ an even more dangerous opponent. Because JJ's going to come out there. And
his mentality,
he's going to be, he cannot fathom losing right now.
Yeah.
Can't. Whereas if
he needs that Jake fight.
You can fight other people, Misfits, if he wants. That's the thing. I don't know what Joe's plan is.
Yeah.
What is he?
He wants to take over Misfits.
Is he trying to? Like maybe he's just a very good salesman. I don't know. I'm interested.
He's very good at talking. Probably the best talker that's on Misfits.
He's really good. Like props to him in so many things.
He beats KSI in the talking department. Maybe not in the boxing department, but
like, even face to face, he was doing bits. But when it comes to hands, and from what I've seen, that's the thing. This is my opinion, people. From what I've seen,
So both of you got KSI then?
Yeah, I think I've got KSI, but I think it won't be like first round. It won't be like tempo. I feel like
because it's good marketing. No, but it's good marketing because imagine he knocks him out round 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then I knocked out a 9-0 boxer with a belt, blah 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 blah. I don't need you, Jake Paul. I can fight Tommy Fury or whatever and that just the stock rises. You gotta remember this is all stock. This is all money game. That is such good marketing if I can do that.
100%.
Definitely.
And they selected well.
It's selected so well. I think Joe Fournier is the perfect opponent.
At this time, right now, of course.
And then, like I say, if and when he wins, it sets up Jake, Tommy,
someone
else.
More,
then he's beating that person that has a belt, and then that will set that. That'll trigger so many pro boxers because then a YouTuber has beaten someone that had a legitimate belt.
Exactly.
WBA I think so.
WBA champion. Now, sum it all up, we all three of us think that KSI is going to beat Joe Fournier. I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna have to find out May 13th. So make sure everyone tune in, guys. I appreciate you coming onto the channel today. Definitely gonna have you on again. We can do something in person as well.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. Make sure you're watching the Fight Talks interviews. Coming up. He's going to be doing a few interviews here and there.
Appreciate that.
We'll just make sure you're checking out all his videos.
Absolutely.
He's got one of the best energies on camera.
Yeah, the nicest,
sweetest man there.
And I'm in a podcast with the best duo on this whole influencer boxing scene. So all of you guys watching right now, I'm leaving a link to all of their social media. Click the link, give them a follow, watch their interviews, because they're talking about my energy, bro. They're the best duo. Believe me or not, you'll find out when you watch one of their videos. So make sure you guys check them out, and hopefully we have a very good fight night. And I appreciate you guys coming on today. And thank you.
Take care, guys.